From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Trubisky will throw. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Saints nothing. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Gain on the play.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Breeze.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze airing it out deep for Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
33-yard line.
To throw is Breeze. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and long.
(7-7) our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
The Bears Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
He was brought down.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, it's Patterson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards to pick up there.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there.
6-yard line.
But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Breeze now on first down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
He was brought down.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
2nd and 9.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
March 59. March 59.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Makes the score Bears 16, Saints 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and that decent field position and throwing that pick 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The 27-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Patterson on the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 39, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
59 mark, check, 59.
Now Trubisky finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play clock down to 2. We're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On play action, it's Breeze. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Michael Thomas.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. A 10th carry. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
36 to Mike.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as